Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a Temerian Tuesday, and this deck is called the Most Stripes because we're making as many blue stripes as possible. We're going to use Eateron to proc extra copies of these blue stripe commandos, blue stripe scouts, lots of fun stuff that we can do with Operator. And then we're going to purify with Caretaker and with our good friend Kudakook. You could try to sub in 2 Pellers in here for the Temerian drummers if you wanted, but I just found that I needed a little bit of extra value. Adalia gets you an extra spawn, Roach gets you an extra spawn, and then Eateron's in here to double those spawns. You just need to purify them because he gives the units doomed. So as long as you're taking care of that business, you'll be good to go. Nautilus is in here for some consistency, both for amphibious assault, but also for reinforcements as a clutch spawn copy as well. And then everybody else is pretty standard blue stripes. We got Siege Ladder in here because the rows can get kind of full and he's just 6-point play with a little bit of movement mixed in. And then Dun Banner's in here for some tutor value, give us some consistency and some tempo value as well. And I just really like Radovid's Royal Guards in a non-devotion deck. Anyway, check this video out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments as well. And until next time, make sure you are putting lots of ideas in my head for things to try out. Always looking for new challenges. So, but let's jump into some gameplay, show you guys how this works. Again, the goal here is basically create as many blue stripes as possible round 1. Round 2, kind of bleed out the opponent. We want to go into a really thin, really tight round 3. With an amphibious assault, or draw one of those blue stripes back after we've used Pavetta to just get crazy tempo value, almost unstoppable tempo value. One thing you can do is keep Roach for the final round, but I like him early because you get that extra spawn if you get Eateron. If you don't get Eateron, you can go ahead and keep him. We're going to put one siege support back. This is good for us. Siege Ladder isn't all that necessary. Caretaker is phenomenal. We get Oneiromancy. This is kind of everything we want or need. Dun Banner plays well on blue. Honestly, if there's anything I don't super love here, it's the Donomir. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Save him for later. Alright, so right now we just kind of want to start simple, start playing. We're just going to get out Dun Banner here. Sometimes the opponent likes to do annoying things, but if they got something like, something that kills units and puts them back in the deck, it's not the worst thing in the world to draw an extra Dun Banner. We don't really run any kind of removal in this deck. So here's why I like the Dun Banners. We can put this back, get the boost. And then I'm going to save this engineering solution, and we'll use it with Roach. I should have played these to melee row just so I can get a little bit more room in here. Portal is an interesting choice. It's good value. I'm guessing one of these is going to be like Viper Adepts. So just going into a clog deck, which doesn't really bother me all that much. Okay, right now we're going to try to get out Eateron. Adalia is also great, but Eateron is better. We're going to put him to ranged. We're going to go ahead and give him a shield. Nautilus gets us our reinforcements off this blue stripe scout. And he's going to go for Clog, and it's really not going to matter all that much. He's going to get good value off of it, but we're going to bleed him so hard that he's going to regret all of his choices. I wish we did have some... I kind of wish I could mix in Vests here, but you can only do so much in this life. I do want this copy. So we're going to go ahead and give this here. And then what we're actually going to do, we're going to go for mobilization. But we're not going to do that right now because it spawns an extra copy. But we are going to use mobilization this round. The nice thing about Eateron 2 with this is he can go ahead and torpedo one of these, but he can't get rid of both of them. So you kind of get this double consistency out of your blue stripes without even having to work that hard. and you mix them across 2 rows. So kind of lots of fun you're able to get there. So we're gonna go ahead, purify off this one, and we're gonna still leave both of them on the board. Caretaker gets us good 7 points of value too, so he's just kind of girthy in general. Annoying, but really not that big of a deal for us. The only obnoxious piece that we have going on here now is that we're kind of running out of room, but not a big deal. We're just going to tutor out all of those. We're going to hold mobilization for now. 19-point delta is pretty big. So I'm not in a rush, and I would like to get the extra copy off the Nautilus here, if he does push, which he doesn't. So we kind of have him where we want him. And I say him because we're looking at a mirror. I have no idea if the player is male, female, non-binary. I don't have like a great non-gendered pronoun to use in English. Them is just kind of so devoid of life. It's so obnoxious. They get shuffled into my deck. I should not have to draw them like that. Anyway, we didn't even use the first half of Amphib here, so we are going to use that. It does have to be a Northern Realms unit now. I can't get the extra copies off Infiltrator, but we're going to bleed him out, and then we're going to play the Infiltrator to force it into his deck in the end anyway. Adalia here I really like. Just go for Drummer. He gets the shield, she gets perennial boost. Then we can set up the other drummer right next to, in between there as well. Probably should have played them in a melee just so we could boost up Infiltrator. I want Infiltrator to come down really late. And here, honestly, we're not looking to get that much value out of our plays here. This is kind of a poor choice, so he doesn't really have a lot of great options, I guess. Don't really want to copy drummers. We're just going to go clean and easy here. We're just going to go for Pavetta. Not a whole lot of thought we need to put into it. We're going to keep Oneiromancy just so we can get an expensive card at no boost value. Probably not going to be Operator, but we're going to keep it. Anyway, it'll be the one card we carry over. We're going to play everything else. There's not really a point in not doing it. And we're just going to mix back all those Blue Stripe Commandos. And there's not a lot, these really gross Nilfgaard Clog decks don't have a lot they can do with Blue Stripes because they're just creating these extra copies. Code of Weapons is weird here. It's a lot of commitment onto a card that you already had bleed value on. I mean, maybe you're just pushing for Colgrim, but I'm just going to force you into a position where you have to play everything anyway. We don't run Boiling Oil. You could add that in here. So, Reinforcements isn't the best grab, but I don't mind having it for the drummer. Notably, Mobilization is for Soldier. Unfortunately, Infiltrator's not. Otherwise, I'd totally do it. Alright, so Nautilus just breaks here, so we're just going to hold him. So we'll carry over 2 cards. We'll hold on Neuromancy just in case there's something we can do to push him out of this. Oh. We're gonna bleed him. We want to bleed him good here, so let's just go all the way. And he is running really hyper thin here, so let's see if we can force him to eat these. Oh, we bled out the Fifion. This is a bronze allied unit, so I could just go super deep here, but it's not enough value, so we're just gonna pass. I don't have enough points to overcome the 10-point gap, so he could just pass up 2 cards, which is why we're not going for that. Probably would have been better to exhaust leader onto the drummers, but we are what we are. I don't need doubles here. And I'm gonna put back Amphibious Assault. Siege Ladder actually serves a purpose for us here. I'm gonna put back Amphib, just in case. I didn't want to break into reinforcements. I don't really need reinforcements this time. If I had drawn into a blue stripe scout, I would have done it, but I didn't, so. Colgrim is problematic for us if he's able to double up. I doubt he is. With Portal, it's kind of expensive to try to fit in another unit. Just keep Brownwood's Royal Guards going here. Meaningless. And we're just gonna split these guys up. This kind of just gets you double coverage here. This also gets us crew for Siege Ladder, so they get boosted. And this is gonna drop down the value of Colgrim by 4 points per turn. Tons of value and tempo. And it's double Colgrim. I was hoping with Portal he was gonna find it too expensive to include, but he got it, so. Honestly, if you want this to be super competitive, you probably do need a heat wave, but I'm hoping for a little bit better draws round 2. We needed to bleed out Colgrim round 2. Especially with Colgrim and Letho decks. If you bleed out the Colgrim, the Letho becomes worthless. So close. I should have committed leader round 2. That was my big mistake. Then we could have kept a drummer on the board. We could have gone Nautilus onto the reinforcements and only held 1 card going into round 3. Notably, I would have been on Nero. You live and you learn. Might not have even bled the Colgrim, but we could have bled the Letho, and that still would have been a win. You get Letho going for 2 turns. I do think if you're going to play a Colgrim deck, I really think you should put Matahori in it, just so you extend it for 1 turn. Such crazy good value out of her. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you draw a card, so you extend the round, so the Adrenaline extends for an extra turn. Such crazy good value. You can also double up on these done banners if you want to. We are on blue coin again. Black. I want a blue stripe scout. Or with operator, I actually kind of want to. Oh. This is really deeply dissatisfying. I missed both of my commandos and both my scouts. So I think here we actually kind of want to just go quick. Nautilus is bricked, so we'll just put out this done banner. We'll boost him up with something. He even lives to see another day. We'll see. Blaze of Glory does run a lot of removal, typically. Pretty stout control deck. I don't like an early Madoc like this because now I know you have a Madoc. You also play into a banish if I have a banish. And it's just clunky. Okay, I really dislike my hand in a lot of ways. What to do with the body. This is so bad. Just play Siege Ladder. I shouldn't have played this into the Madoc. It's bad. I hate to throw these siege supports away against a control deck, but I'm gonna have to throw one away. That was a great time to drop down like a great sword, pop Madoc. And all this doesn't make sense to me. You don't need to make that tempo play. Like, nobody made you do that. I'm not going anywhere. That's a good choice. Just let it simmer. See if we can get him to commit some kind of removal against this siege support. I hate losing on evens, but we just drew all the wrong stuff. Infinitely horrible here. Ooh, I love this. I haven't seen somebody play this. This is genius. I find that objectively amazing. He's got to play the Madoc now, though. If he wants to get it back, he has to play. So we actually skewer him in terms of going down a card here. That's what you get for being greedy. Oh, he opts to just let the Madoc go. Oh, I guess it still goes to graveyard. I wish they'd give him like doomed, but he banishes himself and goes to graveyard. That way you do have to actually use him. I don't know. Weird. What is with our draws? Holy crap, man. These draws are horrible. I mean, I get a little reprieve with the Oniro, but Jiminy Christmas. I miss all 4 of these core cards. Well, we have other ways of getting them, so just gonna have to miss out on the Eateron play. Oh, I forgot to put back one of my warfare cards, so Nautilus is still a brick. You know, we can get double siege supports here, though. with operator. That way we can get Roach out to tutor the unit value all at once. Probably worth doing. I think I'd rather amphib out of command. No, because I want the extra copy, huh? Am I gonna amphib here? Oh, we can amphib the blue stripe scout. Okay, that works. Just trying to think through this in my mind. Sorry. If he has an order unit, he's gonna get zeal with it. You're welcome. You blind, greedy fool. I really need to play the row placement a little bit better. We're gonna get 2 blue stripe scouts. I should have put these to melee row. And then done Roach with all the blue stripe commandos to range since we played the siege ladder already. Weird, but everybody gets to make choices. I don't want to like give it zeal and set it off. I don't know. I don't need to understand why he's roping.
Uh-oh, trouble approaches.
No.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
21 points is pretty stiff. So these will get me 8 points on the board to melee and extra 2 points. Boost. So that's like the easiest way out of this pickle. Say hello to my wife. Yeah. Can you close the creepy door as it creaks like an old mansion? Creepkins. Alright, well, here I was thinking I wasn't going to get value out of my purifies. Let's reduce the bloodthirst. Easy peasy. Starts to lose his point delta the longer he goes into this, I think. Madoc is just, I mean, maybe he's trying to force me to a single row. Maybe he's got like Dragon String. That's a lot to commit round 2. Maybe he thinks he can go for the 2-0. This sucks. I was really hoping it's set up next to Madoc again. Alright, well, I'm not gonna do. Well, this will work. This will be fine. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Yeah, so they gotta go melee. Well, let's let him think he's a genius, I guess. Let's do this. Roach is getting smacked, so I'm trying to get just a little bit of a buffer in here. Madoc just throws down the gauntlet, kills him off before I even get anything done, so. Takes the bait. Banish onto the drum room, gets him. Get Madoc to ranged. Starts to run out of options here.
Temerian. That's what matters.
I think I just want point value, but I'm gonna threaten this long ship just to see what he does. This isn't the end of our day. If Roach gets killed, just tutor out the other one and copy him. Which is a good answer. Sucks, don't get me wrong, but it's okay. Conveniently come out boosted and not with any doom constraints either. This mismanaged draws is what's gonna burn me this game, I think, though. Not breaking into this Nautilus is just terrible.
You want to see the other beast.
But I don't train on the comb. I hate it.
He does get that zeal right away, that's good use.
Semper Fi! Death to the enemy!
Yeah, this is game over. I can't even put up enough points as is. Ugh. Can't believe I let myself break that Nautilus so bad. Honestly, that being the case, I'm just gonna come in here and swap out one of these drummers. Just gonna make one quick change. Could go for like mad charge, but there aren't any knights, so. Ugh, let's see if we can make smarter choices. I really want to show you guys how this can really go off because it's just crazy good. I mean, we saw the point tempo and point value in round 1 in the first game. And then you see that come back and pay dividends round 3 in that game as well. But we just weren't able to accomplish the bleed like we needed to. Is what it is. Do. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's like I tell people, enthusiasm is low. You can tell by how long I have to wait in queue. Just see it queued into a game. It's not great. Alright, things looking a little bit better. Get Eater on. I do like doubles here. I do like the copy. Drummer's the one thing that doesn't move even better. Now we can use a Dahlia to copy the blue stripe scout. Trying to think if there's anything we even missed. Just the caretaker. Yeah. Thrive! This is actually kind of a fun matchup for Thrive, but he'll play like a 2-point Drowner or something like that. I guess the one thing I'm missing here is some kind of blue coin play, huh? Either on works, just blue coin play. If we're being honest.
I prefer to create my own company.
The nice thing with Ederon too is like he gets us a little bit of carryover value, but he also draws massive removal. Ardgate? What a strange play. Yeah, Ardgate doesn't make a lot of sense against Ederon. I guess like you punish the Ederon, but
What do you want?
he'll take it down to 3, but he's gonna spawn all his 1-point units. I don't know. People having fun. Gals works well for me though, so don't fight a good thing. Oh, he does go for the boost onto Gals. It's a little unfortunate. Actually, gonna double up here.
Salutations.
I don't like these are all the same, but he is gonna take the bleed value, so. Greedy early Ardgate. That tells me is you're really worried about losing round 1.
Beneath the sun.
Temerian. That's what matters. Death to the enemy!
I don't care about using this because we get that double coverage. So I maybe theoretically should have saved one, but not super concerned about it.
A fitting gift for our king.
So I actually want to go for a Dahlia first, that way I still have him in hand. I'm going to go for her range since we're stacking up here. Oh, she spawns the copy too, by the way, so you get the extra version there. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 of them. We're going to go ahead and do this. Pull them down here. I stupidly didn't play the caretaker a little bit though, so that's a little unfortunate. But we'll get Kudakook, and Kudakook will get some boost value as well. What I might do is set these up so they're right next to each other.
Regroup. Nice mess you've got here. Semper Fi!
Extra copies. Now if I had caretaker, I'd purify these, and these are 8 points I'd be getting back That's obviously not going to happen, which is unfortunate, but I am going to get one of them. I'm here. Actually, I'm not going to get any of them, so we're just going to go for Blue Stripe Scout and just get the extra copy here.
Elves must die.
It's just so much point value. Oh, so much point value. And that's going to wrap up our round. I probably honestly could have left that in deck. But we're playing on red, so we kind of get to scale this how we want it. I do like Nile Apart early, but only when you have all the golds you want. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can have your Crochet round 1. Please. By all means. Still getting boiling oil, but this doesn't make a lot of sense here, so I'm going to put that back. I'm not 100% sure what I'm digging for, if I'm being honest. I mean, it'd probably be nice to have a done banner in hand. So I'm going to play Pavetta now. She gets me point value. She gets me consistency. I have a really good chance of bricking, but I also have an even better chance of drawing into just one and cycling through the rest to mix in with these cards, which makes it so I have more flexibility playing my Amphibious Assault. If I draw 2, I can spread them out between the 2 rows a little bit more evenly anyway. So this kind of saves me some grief. So, and in total here, you can count these out, we have 7. So had we gotten that Caretaker, we would have had 9 Blue Stripe Commandos. And that's not even, we didn't even get Operator. Our gate doesn't make sense to me there. Play right into Donomir. It's gonna knock off a shield and then knock off 2 armor and have no more value after that. I might go for Caretaker here. I don't know. I don't like his choices at all, because I mean, maybe the hope is to play out my one-trick pony all the way, because you feel like you have enough value to get out from underneath that. Guess if you're able to do that successfully, you'll be okay. I'm just gonna go for Amphib here and start boosting Pavetta with the Drummer. Then we can get the copy of the Drummer with Oniro. With Nautilus, and then get some boost value out of Siege Ladder between the Drummer and Donomir. Alternatively, go for Dun Banner with Oniromancy if I need to. I'm gonna draw into one of these. Like, Fates would have to conspire greatly against me to not give me one of them. So I almost got up on him enough to not have to worry about it. This is kind of the easiest way. I had that hit into Donomir, we would have actually had enough points to just pass. Just move about it. Oh, that's not the Bride's choice in Should have left her there for Drummer to boost her twice. It didn't matter. We had enough points. Nautilus gives us some flexibility with reinforcements to sprawl them between two rows now that we have that gone. Our only goal now is to try to not break into 3 of them. Oh, you can't have everything you want in life, friends.
Nice mess you've got here.
You could summon Voimir into this deck for crazy good value too. This Queen? Oh, trash. What a horrible play. We're gonna hold Nautilus for the boiling oil just in case we need it. Instead, gonna go for Amphib onto Radovid Royal Guards here. Actually, let's do this. Now we have 2, so I have a little bit more flexibility. Shit, sad neckers. Alright, yep, we're just gonna go easy peasy here. Royal Guards play for 4, 6, 9, which is 2 more than Caretaker does. And I'm counting that value because they're gonna spawn the extra copy of Dumb Banners.
Death to the enemy!
Boom! He bet that I carried no removal, but I definitely brought it, friend. I'm gonna let it sit for 1 turn.
Aye, aye, sir. Fine.
He's gonna have to do something crazy for us to lose anyway, but he's already played the Ozreal, so I could remove it, but I just don't want him to be lulled into a false sense of security.
Bring me Fistic, then leave me be.
I don't know why this guy's so committed to Frost.
Your souls will
It's just such poor value. Sog, I'm doing so good. Are you though?
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Are you really? Joink. I don't know, he probably has 6 points worth of value that he's gonna play out here. What's the finisher? 8-point ghoul. Oh, what did he have that was big enough for that? He got a 7? Oh, the Conqueror. And Thrive's good. Thrive is good. I'm just playing this all a little bit wrong. Alright, one last one. Maybe I gotta do like Yen of Vengerberg or something. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do. I can't get him to work anyway. Like, he theoretically is cool, but he's just a lot of stress. I'm gonna upgrade this into Voimir. We're gonna take another drummer instead of guards. There we go. That's more of what we're looking for. So now we have Voimir for late game value. He's a great card to get tutored out by Amphib. Too. He comes out at 5 with 1 armor. Amphib's out for 7 because he's 7 provisions. I think he boosts all those. I think we would boost all those guys by an additional 1 point. We had 7 of them. So would have been cool. Honestly, Yen and Yennefer would be pretty good too. Could get used for boost value or damage value depending on what your matchup was. Play her into like a tight round 2 against Swarm decks for damage. But once again, queuing into Eternal Queues. It's just sad days, man. Ooh, Mahakam Forge.
Would otherwise incinerate themselves.
I haven't played against a Mahakam Forge deck in a while. I hope to be surprised. Is that an okay feeling to have? I get these 2 boosts here. Don't really care about you. That's better. Let's see how lucky we get. Not great. Not the best luckies. Not the worst either. Let's go ahead here. Start it simple. We're gonna do it correctly this time. Oh man, my back. So this is gonna be kind of a fun, like, tip for tat. Xavier's great. Xavier is a kind of engine card Nilfgaard really needs. Not these crazy bonkers dunk the baskets point plays. I really like these guys better when you have a Zoltan already on the board. I don't like this play. Alright, let's do this.
Yes, nothing quite like a nice messy dissection.
We hit Kudakook so we can get 2 out of him. We just have to go Nautilus directly onto. Oh, this is annoying. That's annoying. That's fine though. We're gonna take our chances. Live life on the edge. I want to do that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold this, actually. Just pray one of these don't trigger. Ah, shit. 3 of them? I don't have that kind of luck. One of them is going to kill him. Ha-ha! Alright. So technically this plays for more value onto the Blue Stripe Scout, but I really want this extra spawn here. I don't know. How lucky am I? How lucky can I get? You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like pretty lucky. Feel like being a lucky dude today. Just tutor out the extra one, create an extra body. Now you can drop Kudakook right here. 4 of them! Holy Nikes. Oh, that's a lot of berserkers, man. Come on. Yes! Okay. Coming in clutch. Oh, this is awesome. He's gotta like armor these guys up. Just play him the same round. Go for like basic boost. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna go. He gets 2 points of value here, so not a ton. The longer this goes, the better it is for us. Still up by 11. I'm gonna play drummer here. I'm gonna preserve the value onto this commando if I can keep him alive.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Might just pass here though. I do have 1 armor, so he is rolling the dice a little bit. You might not want to do that.
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, he has 2 points loaded here. Yeah. What's life without living? He's only got 1 more charge here too. And we got a bunch of armor that he's gonna hit into. Who knows? Good point value. Even better bluff call. Nice work. Don't know that I'd have the guts to do that as dwarves, but who am I? Just a guy who loses a bunch of Gwent. I mean, this is actually good point value, but... Ooh, you know what we actually can do? We can get out the roach. Feel like a lucky guy. Oh, now he doesn't work though. Oh. She's 10. Let's just do Donmir. Donmir's perfect. Might roll the dice, I would. It's like a 50-50 shot, man. Ha-ha! Victory! Oh, I am not displeased with that. I am not displeased with that. Finally, something breaks our way.
Nice mess you've got here.
And if I'm really pinched here, I'll just play her to the same row and I'll put like half of them out, but we'll keep the other half. That said, she might just be enough points.
Get out, you baldy-faced baby.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the... Oh, he commits everything.
Leave it to a fool to blunder so.
Okay, I have to count this out though.
Thank you.
6, 25 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 gets me there anyway, right? So I don't, so why don't I just do 22? 22 points, say 41, yeah, fine.
I can't!
Death to the enemy!
Oh, there's an extra spot on the row. One of those was a copy, so we still keep like 3 of them? I don't know, we have so many of them this game. 4, we still have 4. Get rid of Siege Ladder. It's been a while.
Not without good reason. They call him the Stern.
Dwarves don't have a ton of removal. Yeah, Gavor's not going to be enough, bro. Gavor is not going to be enough. That sucks that we didn't just draw into one. Then we could have gone for a Dahlia to get an extra drummer or an extra guard. Yeah, that's not. It's gonna hit something. I'm going to pair this up onto the 4 just so we try to preserve value.
Left.
Make room in the row. There's your W, boys. Should be a pretty clean win. Yeah.
Fighting me is like snogging a hedgehog's arse.
Like snogging a hedgehog's arse. Dwarves are fun. Anyway, that's how you could play it. I thought that was actually a really cool exhibition throughout each of the games. I think game 1 was very winnable had I made some better choices. And then I think with this one, you were able to see how you could spawn so many of them, get the purifies, and then pull them all out across 2 different rounds. So many blue stripes! You could renew Pavetta even if you want to. You can like toss renew in here and get them in all 3 rounds. That might actually be one way to do it. Oniro and Amphib give you access to them twice, plus the Roach. Worth a thought. Vest is another option. You could do Vest instead of Voimir. That way you get an extra Zeal. You get the damage just set up for the Roach a little bit better. Lots of options. Let me know what you do. Let me know what you find to be most successful. I think this is kind of a cool thing that you can play off of. Use Eidolon to get you what only looks like probably 10 points round 1, but you carry those over into round 2 or 3. I think it's kind of a cool way of playing Eidolon without needing to rely on him to stick onto the board for an entire like 5 or 6 play round. Anyway, until next time though, good luck on the path. Get out there, keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.